Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. A few housekeeping items before we get started. You are watching a live stream of this mindfulness meditation program, which will be recorded and added to the Fry from Home blog. If you're tuning in on the Google Chrome web browser, live captioning is available for this program. I'll be sending a link in the chat box to set this up on your device. We'll get started shortly. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Caroline Bird, and I'm the manager of tours and public programs at the Fry Art Museum. Thank you for joining today's program. We would like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, specifically the Duwamish and Suquamish tribes, who have since time immemorial stewarded the lands and waters of this place we now call Seattle. Please join me in offering gratitude and respect to their elders past and present, as well as future generations for their stewardship. I'm happy to welcome you all to our first live virtual session of mindfulness meditation at the Fry Art Museum. It has been quite a long time. We're delighted to be able to offer this as a live session in particular because present moment awareness is essential to experience and appreciate any work of art. But it can be elusive, and we often find ourselves distracted or lost in thought. Through the training and practice of mindfulness meditation, we can apply present moment awareness, not only to experience art, but to all aspects of life. We can discover a calm amidst our to-do lists and more fully appreciate the gift of each day. So before we get started, I would like to introduce our facilitator of the Mindfulness Meditation series, Kristoffer Rhoads. Kristoffer Rhoads is a psychologist at Harborview and a UW Associate Professor of Neurology. Dr. Rhoads specializes in evaluating and treating dementia and neurodegenerative disorders. His clinical interests include neuropsychological evaluation of neurodegenerative disorders, non-pharmacological treatment of memory and neurological disorders, cognitive rehabilitation, and cross-cultural evaluations and treatment. His research interests include screening and early detection of cognitive impairment, non-medication interventions for memory loss, and cross-cultural dementia care. So with that, please join me in welcoming Kristoffer Rhoads. Hi.
Hello, and hopefully you can hear me okay. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity to offer yet another in our ever-evolving series of mindfulness meditations. I see this as a step in the right direction from our last series of recorded brief meditations, and it really is a pleasure to be able to practice this again with you live and in this moment. So, for these practices moving forward, my thought was that we could expand on some of the briefer meditations that we were able to offer in partnership over the last several months. And for this very first in this next series, hopefully a step towards being able to offer this in person live at the Fry at some point in the not too distant future when it's safe to do so. I will invite you to perhaps notice the helicopter coming into Harborview at the moment, if you can hear that. All the 10,000 things at once unfolding. here in this moment, but consistent with our practice of cultivating mindfulness and mindful attention to the present moment as you sit either listening to this, watching this in this moment, or perhaps viewing a recorded version at some other moment in the future. I will invite you to get comfortable wherever you are, however you are, with whatever chair or seat or cushion or bed or whatever it may be that is afforded to you, with some attention to your posture. So you don't have to be bolt upright, but with the head supported by the spine, the shoulders square, feet firmly planted on the floor, if that's comfortable. Beginning to notice the body as it is at rest. And if you are comfortable, allowing your eyes to close, or perhaps allowing them to rest on an area without a lot of visual input as we attempt to quiet down the amount of stimulus entering our brains and our minds. And bringing your attention to the breath, allowing the abdomen to relax and your stomach to fully relax as we gently allow the breathing to deepen ever so slightly, not forcing it or struggling to take deep breaths. Allowing the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, area around the eyes, and the eyebrows to all relax and settle into this moment. And returning your attention to your breathing. Air entering and leaving the body, breath to breath, moment to moment. Nothing else to do, no other task other than just noticing. Air entering and leaving, perhaps the chest or abdomen rising and falling. You may notice sensations other than these, such as a sense of coolness around the nostrils or mouth as you breathe in, the passage of air over the throat and into the lungs, and a warmer sensation as you breathe out. And again, allowing your breathing to become ever so slightly deeper. Just a nice relaxed pattern of inhales, exhales, to inhales, to exhales. And for this practice today, in this moment, using our breath as our anchor to the present moment, to which we will return again and again, each time our attention, our mind gets pulled away by a sound, a sensation in the body, an emotion or a feeling, a thought, all of these other aspects of the moment that co-occur simultaneously. Completely natural activity of the mind to get caught up by them temporarily. And our practice will be to notice when we do, and without any judgment or self-criticism that the mind has wandered, gently returning it back to the breath and air entering and leaving. And doing your best to treat each episode of the mind wandering with a sense of gentle curiosity. Again, no criticism or judgment, before redirecting back to your breathing over and over again. And doing your best to gently redirect your attention without forcing it or wrestling with it. Just gently reorienting and returning. You may notice recurrent themes or aspects of the moment that clamor for your attention. And if so, just noticing this before gently redirecting back to your breathing. With each thought, sound, sensation, just an opportunity to practice noticing and gently redirecting. You may also notice feelings of discomfort that may arise throughout this practice. Could be physical pain or restlessness, emotional distress, which may ebb and flow. And again, if present, just noticing. No need to wrestle with it or fix it or change it. Just gently accepting before returning your attention back to your breathing. You may also notice a tendency to evaluate your experience, whether you're doing it right, or how long you can focus on your breathing, or whether it's helping with one thing or another. Just noticing this as more thinking, if it's present, before gently returning your attention back to the breath. And at this point in our practice, either continuing to cultivate mindful attention and awareness to the breath, or shifting to a brief loving kindness meditation, your choice, and using your own words or mine, whichever fits better for you. Beginning to bring someone to mind for whom, the moment you think of them, you feel a sense of joy, unconditional positive regard, and beginning to wish them well. May you be safe and feel protected. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and strong. May you have a sense of ease and well-being. May you be calm and feel centered. And now, imagining this loved one turns to you and sends you the same well wishes, and knowing that it's harder to accept these than to offer them at times, doing your best to welcome these in. May I be safe and feel protected. May I be healthy and strong. May I be content and at peace. May I accept myself as I am in this moment. May I have meaningful work or activities. And may I have a sense of connection and belonging. And now, expanding this out to our larger community, even though we can't see each other at the moment, or perhaps to some other group or community. humanity as a whole. May we all be healthy and strong. May we all be content and at peace. May we all have joy and happiness. May we all feel a sense of connection and belonging. May we all treat each other well. And sitting for a few moments with whatever feelings are present, even those that are not of loving kindness, which again is totally fine. Just noticing. Perhaps appreciating our ability to notice and exist with all sorts of aspects of the moment that co-occur at the same time. Sensations in the body, sounds occurring in the environment, thoughts, judgments, appraisals, emotions, all unfolding moment to moment. And while we may not have complete control over when or how they unfold, perhaps with some awareness of our choices to which we attend, the stories we may tell ourselves about that attention, and our ability to shift our attention in the moment. Returning to that sensation of air entering and leaving the body. Perhaps the feeling of your feet on the floor, the body as a whole suspended or supported in space and time. Allowing your eyes to open. And as always, taking with you any sense of being calm or centered, if present, perfectly fine if not. But certainly taking with you my gratitude for getting to offer this in partnership with the Fry, and looking forward to more in future moments. Taking good care for the rest of the day. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you, everyone, for joining us for our launch of the virtual mindfulness meditation series. We look forward to the rest of the season and hope to see you at our next session, which will be on September 15th at 12:30. As a reminder, this session was recorded and will be available on the Fry from Home blog. If you'd like to revisit it, I just sent that link in the chat. In the meantime, take care and stay safe, and we hope to see you at the Fry again soon. Thanks, everyone.